Welcome to Cooking with Nancy O and her husband Rick. How are you today? We have great recipes for you today. We're very excited to share them with you. We are very ecstatic about the growth on our towers right now. They are going like crazy, and tomatoes coming
bunches.
Yeah, nonstop with tomatoes now. So we're getting close to canning. We have two great recipes for you, and we have our grandson here, and he's distracting us. Sorry about that. We're going to start with our meat recipe because I just love a good burger, and let's make a healthy one. We never think about making our burgers healthy. What we have here, I'm going to talk about our spread in a minute because I want Rick to start working on the hamburgers to put them on the grill. But we are going to add some really, he's putting his operating gloves on. Look out, guys. What we are doing is a nice burger with some chips made with cucumbers. So I'm going to have Rick start by mixing up the hamburger. So then I can send him outside and then I can show you the other recipe. So I was kind of doing a little research on hamburgers. I never understood why my mom always threw egg and breadcrumbs in the hamburger. I just followed what she did and thought that was great. But the reason for that is it helps it all meld together really well and hold its shape. So normally you add one egg, you'll say, but I have two eggs here. These are baby eggs because they're fresh eggs and they were a little bitty. So we're using two right now. And then we're going to add, you want that? Yeah. He's always putting his hands out to grab everything. Right, honey? Okay, you know what I forgot? Salt and pepper. Would you grab it for me? And then we're going to add some breadcrumbs. Now, these happen to be Italian breadcrumbs because that's all I had, but you could use plain breadcrumbs and add whatever seasoning. I'm just doing a straight up burger today with salt and pepper in it. But here's the kicker. You see this beautiful summer squash here, and you'll notice some of it's gone. We are going to add the summer squash to it. One of our caps went down. Okay, and then I'm going to add some salt and pepper. Okay, and then Rick's going to take his surgery gloves, and he's going to just mix that up for us. Now, we're going to teach you how to eat this burger without a bun. Now, you can eat the bun if you want, but I'm starting to really enjoy my hamburgers without bun. So after he gets this all mixed up, here's a plate for you. We're going to make our burgers small because I prefer a smaller burger. It prevents you from overeating, and I just enjoy them better. And I started this because our grandkids are here so much, and I buy slider buns for them. So, and everybody, if you're an adult, you can eat two of them then. And then that gives me the right amount of hamburger to eat. How's it looking?
Looks good. Looks good.
Okay, so he's just going to farm this. You should have given me some gloves. I could have helped. We're going to farm these into hamburgers here. Yeah, I think so. And a nice small burger. And then we're going to throw them on a nice hot grill outside. You just take these. We'll send him out with these four while I wipe my hands off because we want to get these on the grill. The kicker to this is, guys, you need to have that grill piping hot. Come over here and tell him what you got it on. He walked away from the camera.
Right now the grill's set at about 500 degrees, so I'm going to put it on there each side, 3-4 minutes on each side, and they should have a nice crunch.
Crisp to the outside. Okay. All right. I made him come back in and tell you because I had a tickle in my throat. I'm going to put the rest of the burgers back here because we have the cleanup crew at my feet too today because he smells the hamburger. So what I did is the recipe called for zucchini, but I'm using summer squash because I had a summer squash I felt like was just getting overly ripe. So I used that instead. So he is out there putting those on the grill and doing a great job with that. How are we doing, Rick? Okay. So now I threw a piece of gum in my mouth so I wouldn't cough anymore. This is what I'm going to show you how to do. Rick,
Yeah.
what we got here?
Oh, those are cucumber chips.
So Rick dug up this recipe for me. I might have him tell you how to do this, but what we did is we're kind of done with our summer squash. So here, we have two different kinds of zucchini, cucumbers here. One is an apple and one is a regular cucumber. So when we first tested these, we use the apple. They're like a green apple cucumber. They have a really kind of a sweeter taste than a regular cucumber. We do peel the skins when we eat them directly, but we made our first round of chips using the green apple cucumber, and they have too many seeds, so we had to bake them twice as long. So what we did now is we have a new batch going with a regular cucumber. It doesn't have as many seeds. Oh no, don't mix them. Put them over here.
Over here.
Yeah. So these are a lot better. Okay, because I want to show them the difference. This is tons of seeds versus not as many seeds. So this is going to be great, Rick. Sorry.
Okay.
And you can see the difference in the two different kinds of cucumbers. Our other two were zucchinis that we pulled off of the tower, and I just want to show you how cute they were. So the cucumber, just use a regular cucumber for this recipe, not the green apple. Save the green apple for your salads because it is delicious. We served them to guests this weekend, and they were thrilled with the flavor of them. And I'm amazed at how different they taste. So now we're going to take these cucumber chips that we sliced. Rick, what did you slice them at this time?
I between an eighth to a quarter of an inch. I tried to cut them between there. So when they start cooking, or if you have a dehydrator, they say you could put them in the dehydrator too to make the chips. We don't have that, so we use the oven process, and we went 175 degrees, and it takes 3 to 4 hours to dry them all out completely and get them crunchy.
So the purpose of the paper towel was to get the moisture out of them. And then if you work with cucumbers a lot, you know that you can do salt on them and put them in a colander. Rick chose to do it this way this time. He kind of set this all up for me. And so we did the paper towels yesterday, and it worked. Okay, so we are going to take this. Okay, I dropped something on the floor and we don't want to fall on it. So, all right, we have all the cucumbers in here, and what we're going to add to it, oh, this is great, guys. We're adding olive oil, apple cider vinegar, and sea salt. Rick, you want to help me with this?
Sure.
I have this tickle in my throat going on, so I apologize, guys. I have to let you rely on Rick and all of his knowledge today.
Oh.
Oh, is that threatening?
That is
Whoops.
scary.
Oh, you did.
I did the lime sea salt.
Lime sea. So we have some lime sea salt here, and that's what he's using on this. I noticed that. Okay, there you go. You want to use this?
Sure.
All right. So you tell him what you're doing.
I'm just going to be mixing this all up so everything can get coated. And then when it's done coating, we're going to put it on the cookie sheets with the parchment paper and set it up to dry.
Thank you for helping me. For some reason, I have a tickle.
I gotta go flip some burgers.
Okay, he's gonna flip burgers. I'm gonna try doing this without popping. I'm so sorry. I got that tickle. So all you're gonna do is lay these out onto the cookie sheet. Guys, these taste really good, but I'm not gonna lie to you. You have to have, this is a great, if you're gonna be home on the weekend or something from work. I'm using my fingers, it goes faster. You're gonna line these up on the cookie sheet, but you have to cook these for 3 to 4 hours so they can dry out. Now, we did it last night while we were busy doing other things. And then when we sat down to watch TV, guess what? We just let them cook, and halfway through, you're going to turn them and you are going to let them cook on the other side. But you can see how beautiful they turned out. How we doing on the burgers?
Good, they'll be done in a couple minutes.
Okay, I have one tray done. Can you give me that parchment back there, please? And then we're going to pull those burgers off. And this is a great way to have hamburgers and chips. You store these and they say any way you store your potato chips. So I put mine in Ziploc bags to keep them fresh. And then you have them, well, you could do them during the week and have them ready to go for the weekend. Because how many times do we just sit on the computer or something and these could be cooking in the oven? So we could have had more, there's lots of oil in there. We could have had another cucumber in there.
I don't know if they juice out a little bit too.
Oh, that's true. So now we have these delicious chips going to go with our burger. And we're going to show you when that burger's done, how easy it is to eat a healthy hamburger and chips. So this batch won't be ready for another 3 hours. Good thing I am planning on working from home today. And I'm going to set these. You want to put them in the oven for me?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So this is what they're going to look like when they're done. These happen to be the green apple ones. And these are the other ones. I'm going to move these so we don't get confused. These, we use the regular. I think they're going to do better because they don't have as many seeds. It was very difficult to turn these because the inside with the seeds, see how that happened? But these did much better holding up. Have you tried these yet?
No, and they said to flip them like halfway.
Halfway, I said that. Okay, he's checking the burgers while we're going to get this whole plate ready. He's going to bring a burger in. We're going to eat the new chips. And here you're going to have a side of chips with a hamburger. We put some lettuce on the plate from the Towers. We cut up a beautiful tomato, which I only put 2 slices on there. I personally would have chunked the tomatoes because instead of having sliced tomatoes, I would have had just big chunks of tomato to eat because I would be eating it as a sandwich. But for those of us eating it as a sandwich, here, let me move this out of the way so they can see. Now, you have zucchini in here. If you want, you could have done it in the food processor even in smaller chunks because there are big chunks here. You could have used carrots. You could have used onions, anything to keep it moist. So we're going to take one of these. Oh boy, this is moist, Rick.
Is it good?
Very good. You can see how beautiful they are. Now, a child might not like those. And oh, there goes his timer for the other hamburgers.
That was ahead of schedule.
He was ahead of schedule. Anyway, for a child, they might not want to see the vegetables in there, so mince them up smaller. So, Rick, are you ready to taste this? He's back there playing with more hamburger, and I'm trying to.
Ready.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
So, can you see my plate of how we did tomatoes? You could layer it with the lettuce and eat it as a sandwich. Cheese-wise, you're going to add more calories than fat, so I chose not to put cheese on here. But you could put your, I'm a mustard eater because it's so low in calories. So I would probably put mustard or something on here, but look at how juicy this is. Now, I did not mention, I'm going to let you do this, Rick, because we got this meat from the same company that has been providing us our meat, and they're called Meet Your Kitchen. So if you go to meetyourkitchen.com, and the first time you order from them, they have given us a special coupon to share with you. And in all capital letters, you put hello MYK, they will give you $5 off your first time order, which everything they've given us has been fantastic. Oh, you're going to eat it like a sandwich?
Yeah, I'm going to.
So he's got a tomato on each side and he rolled it in lettuce just to give you a mini sandwich. And
very good.
How do you like that summer squash in there?
Great.
Great.
Nice and juicy.
See, that's what it said they add fresh vegetables to your burger. And when you grill it on the grill, it's going to make it good and
chips are good too.
Good and crispy. You
like the chips?
Okay. So back to Meet Your Kitchen. I just want to talk about these people because they are so fantastic and they just give us the meat to show you guys. But I just really want to give them a huge shout out because everything we have cooked from them has been wonderful. Now, I'm going to shift gears here a little bit because we had a lot of technical difficulties this morning trying to get on the air. So I have to shout out Manny at Catman Marketing also because, man, he's like a brother to me and he does so much for us. And he fixed all of our technical difficulties for us. You know, we're of the age that we don't know what we're doing technically. And so thank you so much, Manny, for helping us. Now, back to our recipes. We did our hamburger. We put summer squash. You can do zucchini in it, any kind of vegetable you want to add to this. I don't add vegetables to my burger. I prefer to, onion, because I prefer to cook my onion and then put it on there. But you could add onion inside to make it nice and juicy. And then the cucumber chips, guys, I know it's a long time to cook these, 3 to 4 hours. But if you're working from home and you whip these up, all you have to do is run in there halfway through and turn them. They are worth the effort. Last night when we did the other ones and they were a little thin, I didn't think they were, but man, today, after I see these new ones, they're worth the effort, aren't they?
Yeah.
And it keeps you from eating potato chips. So that's a double win. Burgers and chips, all with vegetables in them. I'm thrilled with this. How are you?
It's good.
Okay.
I'm ready to finish it.
You're ready. He didn't have breakfast. Anyway, so obviously everything came off the towers. We love our towers. We love sharing recipes with you off our towers. I would love to hear from you guys. Did anybody try that ratatouille recipe from last week? Because we served it to company and they thought it was fantastic. We ate on that. Oh, it was so beautiful. And then we have our pumpkins growing for the fall. I can't wait for our pumpkins to come up.
The pumpkins, the acorn squash, the spaghetti squash, they're
half
of them are
ready. Really close to being ready. And I just feel like August is too soon to start fall vegetables mentally. Don't you?
Yeah. But when they're ready, we're ready.
Okay. One more thing on your zucchini. Remember, if you're growing zucchini and you have too much, zoodle it up and throw it in the freezer so you have vegetables during the winter. So I think we probably have covered everything today. I have no idea what we're doing next week because we are letting the vegetables tell us what to do. Because right now, whatever's ripe, that's what we're making. So when we pull something off that tower next week, then we'll let you know what we're cooking. So you guys have a great week. Stay safe and healthy, and we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, I'm gonna try these.
Yeah. We put the meat in between the two pickles.
Oh my, these are good. Oh, there's a better.
Yeah, you could use that in between the
Okay.
two pickles.
Can you try the burger? Oh man, their meat is so good.
Yeah.
Slam dunk,
You
buddy.
bet.
You cooked that fabulous. Oh, it was worth
Came out good.
all the technical difficulties, wasn't it? Okay.
Yeah.